Parampreet Singh, and I'm 19 years old, currently pursuing Bachelor's of Science in Data Science from IIT Madras, and I am a Python programmer and I'm an enthusiast. Also, I love to teach, help, and other my college mates or anybody who needs. Also, I take some sessions in my college also, uh, Python sessions or machine learning sessions. So today I'll be giving a talk on Python, and today's topic is Python one-liners. So let's start.
You can just turn it around. Huh?
So in Python one-liners, today we will mainly be focusing on these three topics. First is conditional expressions, second comprehensions, and third lambda functions. So let's start with conditional expressions. So conditional expressions, it is similar to ternary operator which we have in other languages like in C, C++ and other languages, but the syntax is a little different. Normally we write here you can see the same code, two code blocks, which is doing the same work. First is normal condition, if else pattern, and second is conditional expression. So this is how we can write the conditions in one line. This is conditional expression. So let me open this. Yeah. So here you can see some lines are obviously same, which are you can say the pre-code, which is the first line, eighth, which is same, and the last line. Rest you can see from second line to fourth line, the old lines are truncated to only one line. So here these four lines and this one line is doing the same work, and how it is working. In normally in conditionals, what we do is first the if condition check whether the condition is valid or not, whether the condition is true. If it is true, then the statement under it executes. If not, then it goes to it following blocks, their following blocks, whether elif or else. So here we have else. If this condition is true, then third line will be executed. If not, then fifth line will be executed. So how can we write this in conditional expression? This is the syntax. Generally, in ternary operator, we first write the condition, then question mark, then the statement which is to be executed when the condition is true, then else after colon. But in Python, the syntax is a little different. First, we have to write the statement which is to be the statement or the expression which is to be executed when the if condition is true. Then we write if condition, and after that we write else, and then after that we write the expression which is to be executed when if condition is not true, means else block will be executed. So this is how conditional expression works. I have another example also, for earlier it was for general if and else. Let's say if we have a if ladder, if elif and else. Here you can see I have a if elif and else ladder. So this also we can convert into a conditional expression. How? Let's see. So generally there are two ways to do this. Okay, normally if we write the if condition, there are two ways. Either we can use elif in Python, or we can use another if block under else, right? So these two code blocks are working doing the same thing, and then we have this. So this is So this is the same condition, but it is now converted into if expression. So this second line is working similar to the conditions we have seen earlier. So let's see how it is working. So here if you see, similar to the previous one, first we write the expression which is to be executed when if condition is true. So first I have written beginner, then the if condition, then else. After that, so like if we break down the above code into if else, like nested if else, okay, so then we can like can understand easily. So like here you can see this is in the nested if else block. So similarly, if we have this structure, we can convert it into conditional expression like this. So the first, this second and third line is like first we have to write the expression, then the if condition, and then else block. In else block, we can again write, like we have to again write the same thing, which is like from 5th line to like 8th line. The format is same. So like in conditional expression, we don't have any kind of elif or something. So if we have to write any like nested conditions, we can do like this. But generally, like it is recommended if we have only if else block, then only conditional. We should use conditional expression, because if we have like many elif blocks, then it can make the code like very hard to understand. So normally, which is recommended is use only conditional expressions when you have only two conditions, like if or if and else. So this is how if else works, like the conditional expressions. Okay, so now let's move forward to comprehensions. So comprehensions are like creating the data structures in Python, mainly like creating lists, set, dictionary, or like in Python we have list, set, dictionary, tuple, and all. There is like there are two ways mainly like to create those data structures. So first way is general, which we use normally in for loop and all. Second way is comprehensions. So comprehensions is also like we can do the same thing in just one line. So let's see. First is list comprehension. Here you can see these two code blocks. Both are storing the squares from 1 to 10 in the squares list. So so the fourth line is same. You can ignore that. Rest. The first three lines and the first line in this code block, they are doing the same work. So if we see, like in list comprehension, we do not have to explicitly create a list at first. Then we like here we have to initialize an empty list, right? So in list comprehension, we don't have to explicitly initialize any list. We can directly write the list comprehension. So how it is working? If you see, generally the for loop is like here we have the for loop, which is going from range like from 1 to 10, and then it is appending each value, like each square, into the squares list. But the same thing is happening here. It's just in a different syntax. Similar to the like conditional expressions where we write the condition after the expression. Here also we first write the like append the expression which is to be appended in the list or the like data structure. Then we write the for loop. So here we don't need any kind of like append statement or something like that. Both code are like doing the same thing. So this is how list comprehension is done in Python. Then also like we can do like हम काफी चीजें merge कर सकते हैं in the comprehensions like conditionals, filtering, and all. So here I have another example of doing like I have a nums list which are having some integers. Then I am creating another list which is of natural numbers only. So like here you can see in this code I have okay, in the above code block I have a for loop in which first I am having a condition. On the base of that condition I am filtering like whether the number is greater than 0, and if yes, then only I should append. So it is a kind of a filtering I am doing. The same thing we can achieve in a list comprehension also. How? Let's look at. Yeah. So normally, okay. The append statement. Okay. So first start with the loop one. Okay. So the general way of writing the list comprehension would be like whatever you have to append. First initialize the list, then write the expression which you want to append. So first I have written I, then after that the same for loop, like the same for loop here, and after that, here we are doing the filtering. So after that, I just have to write this condition. There is no colon I have to write or any kind of indentation needed. I just like you can say I am doing. मैं बस इन सारी लाइंस को एक लाइन में कर रहा हूँ, but no, this is a little bit different syntax, so it is bounded in the list, so that's why it is working. So this is how we can do filtering in a list comprehension. We can also like achieve like do the conditional expressions here also. If we want to append some different thing when the number is even, or some different element or some different expression when number is odd, we can do the same thing here. Okay, so this is just a filtering which I have shown. So okay, let's move ahead. So now let's move to set comprehension. So generally, what is set? Set is like an unordered. So set is an unordered data structure in Python. Like the for initializing in set. Okay, the generally जो set का syntax होता है, the braces are same equal to the dictionary we have, but to initialize a set, generally we call the set class, right? So we here I have called the set class and set it to domains. So I am what I am doing here is in the code block, I am going through all the emails and I am appending the domain of each email. So I am creating a set, and set is like it only stores unique values. So if we have like multiple domains, then only once the domain will be stored. So the same thing we can achieve in a set comprehension. So let's see. Here the first three lines doing the same thing, which the first line here is doing the same thing, which is like these three lines are doing. Let's see how. It is same as the list comprehension. First we have to write the, obviously first we have to initialize the set. Here, like for the set comprehension, we don't need to like initialize with the set class. We can directly write the curly braces for the like the syntax we have for set. Then we write the expression which is to be added to the set, or like the element which is to be added in the set. After that, we just write the loop. So okay. This first statement which is to be appended, then the for loop without any colons or without any indentation. So this is how set comprehension works. And okay, now let's move on to dictionary comprehension. Like I am showing you just a little bit one example for each of them, so that you can get an idea how can we do the same thing in a comprehension way. So like here I have two code blocks. Where like I'm just calculating the frequency of the words in the text variable, right? So in the above code block, if you see, I am just going through all the words. Here text.split will split the string into a list of all the words separated by space by default. Then I am like counting the occurrence of each word in the text, and I am adding it to the dictionary frequency with the key value of that word. Okay, so I have the desired output like this. Here you can see. So for the hello it is 1, then I 3, and so on and so forth. So the same thing we can achieve in the dictionary comprehension. जैसे dictionary comprehension में the initialization is like same. Generally we can initialize a dictionary with the only empty curly braces, but set हम ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. And in dictionary, obviously the syntax in overall comprehensions are same, but in dictionary there's a little difference. Here if you see, we are like adding a key here in frequency, and then in square brackets we are adding the key. Then we are assigning with the value here text.count w. So
1 मिनट में आ जाएगी. पावर बटन है टॉप पे, यू कैन दिस.
So we were at dictionary comprehension. So like here we have the same code blocks which are like two code blocks which are doing the same thing. ये जो है frequency calculate करके of each word are storing in the frequency variable. Frequency is a dictionary. So let's see how dictionary comprehension is working. So it is like working the same way, but in dictionary we don't have any kind of append or add function. So like in dictionary, how can we like assign a normal key value pair is like this. First we have to write the name of the dictionary, then in square brackets key लिखते हैं, then we assign the value for that specific key. So the same thing we can do here. We are like doing here. Either मुझे like I don't have to explicitly write the frequency frec or like any square brackets. I just have to write the key here, which is you can see W. Then instead of the equal to, I just have to write the colon, which is like here. If you generally see the syntax of a dictionary, the keys and values are separated by colon. Like पहले keys होते, then the colon, then the key specific value. So the same thing we are doing here. First we are writing the key, then the colon, then the value of that specific key. Then similar to the list comprehension, we are just writing the loop. So this is how dictionary comprehension works. So like, is it understood? So let's move ahead. Now generator comprehension. In Python we have like a tuple. Another thing like after list, set and dictionary, we have a tuple. But we do not have any kind of tuple comprehension. Rather we have a generator comprehension. Okay, so before generator comprehension, anybody knows what is a generator in Python? So, okay, just a little bit overview of generator. Generator is like a lazy iterator. So, in generator we can basically like do generator में जब भी हम कोई whenever we iterate through the generator, then only the expressions are evaluated. तभी expression जो है उसी time like they evaluate it, and then only the value is assigned. So we use generators like when we have a lots of data or we are doing some data manipulation, like which of course takes time. So we do not create a list or set beforehand because it can consume a lot of RAM. So instead we use a generator जो on the same time, like whenever we want to access the element, only the expression of that specific like the specific element will be evaluated. So this is like a normal syntax of a generator. In the above code block here you can see generator, like generally we create via a function. So here I have a generator named randomInt. So I am just iterating through a loop from 1 to 10, and I am just yielding. So there's a keyword called yield. So it basically tells that this is like a generator. This function should work as a generator, and this should like generate the value like this I. So like whenever we call this generator, we will get like each a different value. So like here we have a for loop, so which is going from 1 to 10. So if we call this generator 10 times, then so like okay, in the right hand side you can see the output 1 2 and 1 2 3 4 and so on so on. And how can we like call a generator? Like first we have to basically first we have to call the generator as a normal function, and I am assigning it to like a variable integer. Then to access a value of a generator, we can rather like do a for loop or any kind of loop, or what we can do is we can use a next function. So in next, I just have to pass the generator created, and this will automatically fetch the next value from the generator and gives it back, returns it. So here you can see 1 2 and so on, and whenever we reach the limit of the generator, we get a error which is called stop iteration error. जो like which tells us कि अब generator जो है like खत्म हो गया, इसके बाद और कोई value नहीं है generate करने के लिए. So the same thing we can do in the generator comprehension. Okay. So, okay. So the same thing we can achieve in a generator comprehension. Here you can see the first 4 lines are these first 4 lines, and this one line is doing the same thing. All of these are doing the same thing. So how? Let's see. First, like whatever we are generating, yield I here. So I just have to write the I here. This is like the same as append or add in list and set, and then we have to write the loop. So this is how generator works. Okay. Then like the last topic we have a lambda function. So lambda functions are like another way of writing a function, a one-liner function basically. Like we have arrow functions in JavaScript, same way we have lambda functions in Python. So this is like a general syntax. We write the function name as a variable name, then the lambda keyword, then the arguments which is to be passed, then the colon, and then return value. So here is a simple example. If you see, this is a function which is converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, the temperature, which is taking a temperature and converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this is same as the gen. So this lambda function is doing the same thing. Okay. So yeah, that's it. And thank you for like attending my talk. I hope you liked it and you learned something new. If you want to like access the slides, you can scan the right QR code, and if you have any kind of feedback or suggestion, you can scan this code and give me the feedback. Thank you.